Why do crows take the eyes of the dead first? The communist regime was in charge for 9 years thanks to such people as the President of the Republic of Moldova, Maia Sandu, the Prime Minister of Moldova Natalia Gavrilita, the President of the Parliament of Moldova Igor Grosu, or the Minister of Justice, Sergiu Litvinenko. Where Sergiu Litvinenko worked between 2001 to 2009 from the CV published on the website of the Parliament. We find out that Sergiu Litvinenko started his activity as a jurist consultant and grew in his career precisely during the period when the PCRM was in power and had absolute control in the Republic of Moldova. Litvinenko worked for the Communists during the Tar-Left II government, February 2006 to March 2008, but also for about a year during the Zhenada Greciani government, March, December 2008, after which he was promoted to the presidency. In the period 2006 to 2008, Litvinenko worked together with Maia Sandu, the latter being employed by the Communists as a consultant in various projects in the field of good governance and public administration reform as indicated in the CV of the current President of the Republic Moldova. From January 2009 to May 2009, including during the April 2009 protests, Sergiu Litvinenko worked as a senior consultant in the Acts Service of President Vladimir Voronin, General Directorate of Law and Public Relations, Presidency of the Republic of Moldova. After the fall of the Communists, Litvinenko was transferred to the State Chancellery of the Republic of Moldova, where he worked until 2013, managing to work with Vlad Filat and Iri Linka. And from April to July 2014 he worked under Natalia German at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and European Integration. Where Natalia Gavrilita worked between 2001 to 2009 from the official CV we find out that in the period, 2007 to 2008, Gavrilita was at the Ministry of Economy and Trade, Chisinau, Moldova, where she held the position of head of the Department for Policies and Macroeconomic Development Programs. The heads of the ministry were the same Lazar, later PDM, and Igor Dodon, PSRM. Gavrilita was the Minister of Finance in the Sandu government. Where Igor Grosu worked in the period 2001 to 2009. In 2003, Grosu worked as a project coordinator at the Ministry of Economy. In December 2003 to June 2004, he was a project manager at the Ministry of Economy, and from 2004 to 2008, he held the position of head of the Secretariat of the Participation Council within the Ministry of Economy. Where did Maia Sandu work between 2001 to 2009? Maia Sandu from August 18, 2005 to June 30, 2006 worked in the Ministry of Economy with Igor Dodon and Zhenada Greciani. Maia Sandu was director of the General Directorate of Macroeconomic Policies and Development. The Prime Minister of the Republic of Moldova at that time was Vasile Tarlev. Minister of the Economy, April 2005 to September 2006, Valerio Lazar, later minister from the PDM. Between May 2005 and September 2006, so exactly during the period when Maia Sandu was the head of the department, the deputy minister was Igor Dodon. As long as such people are in charge of Moldova, no reform with justice will take place and neither will the integration in the European Union take place. The whole struggle of those in government with corruption is just a show to fool Moldovans and those in the West. They arrest them for a few days and then let them go. Why? Because they were in government together, and even if they create the impression that they hate each other, the facts show that they are in a very good relationship. Those from the governor are showing us a circus, while in fact, they are becoming richer and more influential. A person who worked for Hitler's or Stalin's regime is an accomplice of totalitarian regimes, and how would you think that a person involved in the killing of Jews would say that he worked for Germany and not for Hitler? People who worked for the communist regime use such tricks. We didn't work for Voronin's communist regime, but we worked for Moldova. The President of the Court of Accounts of the Republic of Moldova, CCRM, Marian Lupu, is the former candidate for the position of president of the Communists since April 2009, even though the Republic of Moldova was a state where the parliament elected the president. Each party nominates its own person in the electoral campaign from the parliamentary elections, which will be voted by the parliament. The current Party of Action and Solidarity, PA, has the majority in parliament with the president of the parliament Igor Grosu. The president is PA member Maia Sandu, and the Prime Minister of Moldova is also a PA member. The General Prosecutor's Office of Moldova is also controlled by PA, but this Marian Lupu is still president of the Court of Accounts. The current president of Romania Klaus Iohannis decorated Marian Lupu. The former candidate of the Communists for the position of President of Moldova in the spring of 2009 with the National Order Star of Romania de Commander as a sign of high appreciation for the exceptional contribution made to the development of public audit in the European context. The fact that the Communists from Moldova are supported by the Germans is not news for Moldova. When a Moldovan who protested against the communist regime in Moldova in April 2009 and asked for asylum in Germany, that person was arrested and deported from Germany, but when the former communist deputy Grigory Petrenko, who is also complicit in the communist crimes in Moldova, received political asylum in Germany. Also, the Germans organized trainings in Germany for young Moldovans who supported communist ideology, and one of the guests was Mark T. Kasiuk. After photos appeared in the press with all the Moldovans with Mark T. Kasiuk, such meetings are no longer held, but the respective pictures are no longer found on the net. Romanian court rules Basescu was Securitate Informer. A Romanian court has upheld the conclusion of the country's official body for the study of the communist secret police, that former President Traian Basescu spied on colleagues and others for the Securitate. Former Romanian President Traian Basescu worked as an informer for the country's notorious communist-era secret police, the Securitate, the Bucharest Court of Appeal ruled on Thursday. The court confirmed the conclusion of an investigation conducted earlier by the National Council for the Study of Securitate Archives, NCAS, which Basescu has disputed. He said he would appeal. I take as the verdict of the court as it is. I will appeal the verdict in a higher instance, the center-right politician told the private news agency Mediafax after the court ruling was revealed. In June this year, the NCAS started court proceedings to ascertain whether Basescu, president between 2004 and 2014, had collaborated with the political police during the communist regime of 1948 to 1989. According to the Romanian intelligence service documents researched by the NCAS, the Securitate recruited Basescu in 1972 when he was a naval student. His file was destroyed in 1979 without being put on microfilm, after Basescu joined the ruling Communist Party of Romania, PCR. But the NCAS found what appeared to be handwritten notes by Basescu himself. It maintains that he informed on his university colleagues and various foreigners he crossed paths with during his naval activities. According to this version of event, now upheld by the court, Basescu worked under the code name Petrov.